Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. I am going to be showing you the PDUs that I talked to you about in my last video. They finally came in the mail. I'm super excited. I'm going to go ahead and cut those boxes open and we're going to take a look at them. I hope you get a chance to see what I see. Hopefully it's the right thing and it's not some bags of rocks. Because you know my luck. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. We're going to jump down onto the floor where I got this giant box over there, and we're going to cut it open and take a look inside. All right, so just give me a quick minute and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the package. I already cut the top off just for noise. It was pretty loud, so let's go ahead and let this open the rest of the way. And these are the new PDUs. So looks like they're individually boxed. So let's take one out. So there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's bring this over here. As you can see, I already got my plugs ready. I went and bought a couple plugs. This one's, so they're 30 amp PDUs and I got the 30 amp plug for it, but I was going to use one of them with my 20 amp outlet. So I'm waiting for my electrician to see if I bought the right or wrong thing, if we are able to put a 30 amp PDU into a 20 amp outlet, or if that's going to cause a problem. So I don't know, but I bought it just to be ready to go when we get this rolling. So let's see how this thing opens up. See if there's one side better. This one looks like a little better. This side. That. All right, you guys are seeing this just like I'm seeing it, so wish me luck. Now, I will say the wire already doesn't have a plug on it. When I bought these, they offered to put a plug. It was an international plug. It's one that I wouldn't be using, so I told them just go ahead and skip it. They knocked a couple bucks off because I didn't get the plugs for each one, so it was a little less, but I knew that I was going to be buying outlets for the ones that I have, just like the other one that I have downstairs. We changed the outlet on it. So anyway, let's take a look. Oh, wow, look at that. Whew. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly it. I'll tell you. That's right on it. So, I don't know if you can see it very well with the lighting, but I'm going to go ahead and bring this up to the table, and I will show you this in a little more detail. All right, let's check this out. This is actually pretty cool. That's pretty good. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so here we are. We got it up on the table, and we're going to show you here what we got. So it's got the network connection. Like I said, this is for remote monitoring, power cycling, shutting down. I think this is a great option to have. It does have the meter on it. Like I said, I am going to be getting the Space Goats power meter for the wall. I ordered a couple. Space Goats is, swamped with orders, I'm sure. Guy's probably working around the clock making these things, and I think we got like an 8 to 12 weeks, something like that, window before we hear back for him. So that's okay. I figured in the meantime, having a meter on there anyway is a good thing. That's why I opted to get it. But it's got everything I could possibly want. If I had a couple S17s or something like that, they take the 2 plugs. If I did want to put them into the C19s, I'd only have probably 2 machines on this because this is a 30 amp. So I'd have, it takes 2 plugs. So I'd have 2 machines here and here. Or if, let's say I had the L3++ and I had, 3 or 4 of those on here, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd take up those, still leaving plenty of plugs. This is really overkill for what I'll need, but it's got everything I could possibly want. I think I'll be able to put as much on here as I want and still feel comfortable. I do think that when my electrician comes and we go over this a little more, I'm going to ask him if we can go ahead and open this up, take it apart, look at the wires inside, verify that they are, a high enough gauge to carry the current, and then I'm not going to have any problems. Also, like I said, I bought the plugs for it. So this is the 30 amp, and this, this is the 20 amp, and I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to use this. Like I was saying, I'm not sure. I'm not an electrician, and unless you are, you need to talk to an electrician before you try to do anything when it comes to power. You plug in something wrong, you do something with too many watts on something, and you burn it out. And let me tell you, you burn down your house. So do not do anything without talking to an electrician. I am lucky enough to have an electrician as a friend, and he's a real good guy, does lots of favors for me, and I really am lucky because I'm doing a lot of this stuff. And I'd be broke from getting electricians coming out looking at this stuff. So I will say that the PDU itself, this whole thing, cost me $35. Now I would say it was probably let's say $15 in shipping per PDU. So when I factor that in, let's say it's about $50. This plug, it would run me I think it's $21. I got it today. Let's see, $21 even, and this one was $10.50 for this one. So if this is 50 and this is $20, it's $70. So I'm all in at $70. When I look at these things for new on the internet, they're running, the least I've seen them metered is going to be about $200. So I'm getting out of this for $70. When I needed to buy a couple of these, when I figured I was going to start needing, 2 or 3 of these, I started looking online at around $200 a piece, $600. I spent about $200 on 3 of them. So now I bought a 4th, so I have an extra. Because I thought if I expanded any more, I'd want to make sure I had plenty to go. But at $70, at $71, per meter, I don't know. I'm happy with it. So we're going to see. We're going to take this apart with my electrician. Hopefully he'll let me record us doing that. We'll get this. We'll test this. We'll make sure under max load it's going to be able to perform the way we want it to. I'll hook this up to the network. I'm going to try that and see how that works. It does have Wi-Fi built into it, so that's kind of cool too. It's I'm real excited to see what this is going to do. So I am going to hook up to that and get this going as soon as I get some power on the other end of that with this thing. So wish me some luck, and like I said, when I pull this thing apart, we'll make sure it is fully functioning and safe. And I don't have to worry about burning my house down or blowing up my ASICs. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate you checking in. I hope you're leaving some comments. I hope you're giving me some thumbs up. I can use all the comments you can drop. I'd love to hear about your PDU. Did you buy them online? Do you buy them on eBay? Do you buy them brand new or used? Have you ever tried to do something like this and get your own PDU made, to what you wanted it to be? I think overall I am happy with this. The only thing I will say is that I did expect these brackets to be just screwed on to the end. It does look like it is actually part of the plate. It is one piece, and I really didn't want these. I thought that they would screw right off, but it looks like they're part of it. I didn't need the extra space on the end, I didn't need to have this extra piece sticking out, but overall, if that's the worst thing I have going for me, I think I'm going to be okay. You know, like I said, I am extremely happy. So, all right. I think I've said I'm extremely happy more times than anybody else on YouTube. They probably should get a little award for that. Maybe a thumbs up. Anyway, y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining, and I'll see you next time.